Hello?
Hi,
Hello, can
hi,
you
how
hear
are
me and see me
you?
properly?
Yes, yes, I can hear you and see you perfectly. Can you see and hear me?
I can hear you perfectly, but sometimes it's glitching.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does it seem any better now or is there
No, it's
still a
okay now.
glitch?
It's okay now. Yes, it's okay
Yeah?
right now.
All right.
Yes.
If you think that I need to refresh the classroom, just let me know and I can try to refresh it to see if that helps.
Sure, sure.
All right. My name is Ashley. What's your name?
My name is Adrija and I'm from India. May I know where are you from?
Yes, yes. I am from the United States. I am in the United States right now in Tennessee, but I don't
Okay.
normally live here. Normally, I live in Peru in South America. I am just here visiting my
Oh,
family now.
wow. So is your like
Yes, I
house
have
in
been living in
Peru?
Peru.
Right.
Yeah, I've been living in Peru for 13 years. I am an English teacher there. So I normally live there, but my family live in the United States. So I visit them about every other
Hmm.
year.
Wow, that's so great.
What about you? What part
Well,
of India
I
are
live
you
in India.
from?
Well, I am from like the east part of India and I have been living in India, so I don't live in any other place.
I see. Do you live in a very big city or is it a smaller town?
It's a smaller town, I would say, like not very big, but we do have all of the things here. So I like my town because it is full of nature. I love nature. I really like a town where there is greenery as well as the facilities that we need. So I think I'm very grateful that I have been born in this town.
Yeah, of course. I feel the same way. My hometown in Tennessee, it's a very small town and we have a lot of forest and mountains and lakes. So I grew up with
Wow.
a lot of nature too. What kind of nature is near your hometown? Is it forest or the beach? What is it like?
Well, it does have a forest, but it doesn't have any mountains. It's a completely plain area. But just a few hours drive from here, we have the most beautiful Himalaya mountains. So, like we sometimes visit there, and it's absolutely very, very amazing. Like, we can see so many different mountains, snow-covered mountains, as well as like just small little hills. So everything is there.
Awesome. Did you ever try some serious trekking or hiking up the mountains or not so much?
Yes, I did. I did it with my parents once. There was a trekking for like 6 hours trek in one day only. It was completed in one day. Me and my parents, we both went there, and it was an amazing place. There was a waterfall. It was actually to visit a root bridge. So there is a place known as Meghalaya here, and there we have that root bridge. So to see that root bridge, we went there by trekking, and it was the best experience I've ever had, and I possibly want to trek there again.
Yeah, of course. That's awesome. Good for you. Are you anywhere near like the same kind of Himalayan mountains, like where there's Mount Everest and those really, really big mountains that are very famous? Are they anywhere near you or are they pretty far?
Well, the Mount Everest is in Nepal, and Nepal is very close to us. Like the place where we live in, it is very close to us. But Nepal is another country. But
Mhm.
there is Kanchenjunga. It's also a very tall mountain, actually, and we can see it totally. Like if you just go a few hours drive from here, you will be able to see it in the morning sky. And like yes, the mountains that you're talking about, the tall Himalaya mountains, that is exactly what you can see when you visit there. So it's absolutely very amazing.
Wow, that's great. And you obviously have a very excellent English level. What brings you to Cambly? I saw a little bit of your YouTube channel that you sent me, and
Yeah.
you are very successful. What started to interest you in English?
Well, I've been always interested in languages, especially. I love literature, I love languages a lot. And English was something that I actually learned when I was very young. So, yes, I have, but I actually want to learn more. Obviously, there is no end to learning. And also, the thing that I love about Cambly is that, you can meet so many different people from like different parts of the world. I am in India, you're in USA, there are different time zones, but we are still talking to each other. So that actually excited me a lot. And I guess that is a reason. And the other one is I'm very much passionate about learning any sort of language.
That's great. Are you currently learning any other languages other than English?
No, the thing is because I'm very much busy with my exams, my studies right now. But when I get the free time, I'm definitely going to, learn a language that I want. I'm definitely going to do that. But I need to actually get free time for that.
I can imagine. What language would you be interested in learning other than English?
Well, let's see. I want to learn Spanish because it is widely spoken in and around the
Yeah.
world. So it might help me if I go somewhere, visit somewhere. Spanish is something that I want to learn because sometimes there is language problem in a few countries if I go abroad. So that time, if I know Spanish a little bit, then I might be able to communicate. Like if someone is there who doesn't know English. So yes, let's see. And I guess some other languages, I have to listen to them properly to know what I actually like.
Yeah, Spanish would be a good idea. It's so useful in a lot of countries. Did you ever hear about South America, like Peru or those countries, or
Yes,
did you ever want to visit
obviously.
there?
I didn't visit there. I haven't visited either of North or South America.
Mhm.
But yes, I've heard so much of South America. Like I want to visit Brazil, and then we have Mexico is in North America, obviously. But yes, all those places, I really want to go there. Peru as well. There are so many beautiful places that I see sometimes on the internet, of course. So yes, I'd love to go to the continent of Americas. Absolutely.
Yeah, something I really like about Peru is I think it would probably be a little similar to India with very different regions because we have the Amazon
Right.
rainforest in the north, obviously so
Mm,
hot, tropical, jungle, but then we have the coast with desert, beaches, very good for surfing, a lot of seafood. And then we have the Andes Mountains to the east, which are so high, very
right.
good for trekking, Machu
Right.
Picchu. I imagine India is
Yes,
probably
obviously.
very similar, very different regions.
Absolutely. Like I think you just added Peru to my bucket list right now because I'm always excited about, diversity in countries. And India is just the perfect example of that. Like just as you described Peru, India is the same. Like go to the north, you have mountains, go to the south, you have very beautiful beaches, you have mountains in the south as well. And we have desert in the west side of India. We have so many beautiful riversides, so many beautiful waterfalls, everything is there, and forests as well. So it's like a full package.
Very nice. That sounds great. Have you been able to visit all of the different regions of India, or do you normally stay in your own region?
No, I have been to a lot of places in India. I've been to Jammu and Kashmir, a very beautiful mountain place. I've been to a lot of mountain places in India, absolutely, because mountains are actually close to me. That is why. And talking about
Yeah.
beaches, my favorite are beaches. So I've been to the entire beach line of the South India. We like traveled by a car through the entire beach line of South India, and it was so amazing, so amazing. There are many beautiful beaches here, from Goa to many beaches in Kerala, and then some other places, obviously, I haven't been to. But the places I've been to, I remember all of them were perfect.
Very nice. So I guess that would be the Indian Ocean, right? Around that beach line, the Indian
Yes,
Ocean.
the south part
Okay.
is
What
Indian
is the
Ocean. Yes,
water
totally.
like? Is it very warm water or cold water?
Well, it changes from place to place. The color, the temperature, everything changes. Like you would be in the west, it will be something different. You'd be in the like possibly the east, it would be something different. And then if you go to islands, we have islands like Andaman Islands, Lakshadweep Islands. The water color also changes as well. So it turns from like that blue to sea green. So it like we have very diversity in sea beaches as well.
Interesting. All right. Wow, that sounds awesome. Here in, well, not here. I forget I'm in the United States now, but in Peru, it's the Pacific Ocean, and it's actually great for surfing or any water sports or watching
Mhm.
whales. but it's not so
Wow.
good for swimming because it's very cold water all year around. They say, I don't
Okay,
know if
so
it's
it's the
true, but they
Pacific
say there are
Ocean,
no
right?
sharks because of that. Yeah, and it's so cold, so it's not
Hmm.
tropical. It's more cold water, good for surfing. Did you ever try surfing or any water sports since you like the beach?
No, it's the worst thing in my life is that I don't know how to swim. And that's what I really need to learn because
Oh.
I'm not able to enjoy any water sports that involves like swimming. For example, surfing, you need to know
Mhm.
swimming. So I really want to learn that. But you know what happens when you grow older? It gets more difficult to learn how to swim. So I tried to learn once when I was really young, but somehow something happened and I stopped learning that. And so I know nothing about swimming right now. So I really need to learn that because I love water a lot. So if I want to enjoy those water sports, I need to know how to swim.
Yeah. Did your family ever try to teach you how to swim, or do they also not know how to swim?
Yes, my mother knows swimming. Absolutely, she's a great swimmer. She's the one who's tried to teach me how to swim, but we didn't get the chance. I was busy, she was busy, everything happened, and somehow it stopped. And the moment it stopped, we never thought about it, and here I am without any swimming lessons.
Oh my goodness. What about through your school? Does your school offer any kind of swimming lessons?
Yes, that is also another thing. My school did offer swimming lessons, but due to something, I get possibly the water supply and stuff, they stopped it. The moment they stopped it, the moment my swimming lesson stopped. So, like, the world
Oh.
doesn't want to make me learn swimming, actually. That is what is happening.
Yeah, well, I hope you can learn. It's great.
Yeah,
I learned when
I
I
hope
was
so.
very young, and if I remember correctly, I think my father just threw me in and told
Yeah.
me to try, and I learned very quickly. But I have a lot of friends who don't know how to swim, and when they are
Hmm.
older, it's very difficult. I think you're naturally a little more scared, whereas as a child, it's easier. You
Right.
just move and I hope you can learn. That would be great. How far away is the
Let's see.
nearest beach from where you live? Is it several hours
Beaches are very
away?
far away. Beaches are very far
Mm.
away because I live in like totally not the middle part, but I think you need to take a train. So it's like too far away. I love absolutely adore beaches, but for that we need to book a train in advance. We need to go there. So normally we visit mountains more than the beaches.
Mm, I see. All right. I can imagine. Very similar to me. I'm actually very scared of the beach. I know how to swim, but I'm scared of the ocean because
Mm.
Tennessee in the United States is not close at all to the oceans or beaches. So I
Hmm.
only grew up near lakes. So I can swim very well in a
Oh
lake,
yeah,
fresh water, very calm, but I'm terrified
right,
of the beach. I feel it and I'm scared. It's very strong.
right,
Our
yeah.
time is finishing. I'm so sorry, but it was
Oh
very
yeah.
nice to meet you. Your English is awesome. You did not make any mistakes that I needed to correct or anything like that. An excellent pronunciation. So thank you for calling. It was
Thank
nice
you
to meet
so
you.
much. I didn't